जनरली लेप्रोस्कोपिक सर्जरी कहाँ कहाँ इम्प्लाई होती है, कौन कौन उसके लिए राइट पेशेंट है?
लैप्रोस्कोपी बेसिकली एक मेथड है थ्रू विच हम लोग बहुत सारी सर्जरी कर सकते हैं।
डॉग सच बताइए, लेप्रोस्कोपी और लाइपो दोनों को सेफ सेफ बोलते हैं, फिर भी लोग इतना क्यों घबरा जाते हैं?
So there's nothing really to be scared about.
Any restrictions after the surgery regarding the food and the diet or something?
There is a diet protocol that the patient has to follow, and this diet protocol, he or she is in touch with our dietitian.
आप कैसे जज करते हो कि पेशेंट मेंटली रेडी है या बस इम्पल्सिव डिसीजन ले रहा है?
It is always he comes or he or she comes along either वाइफ के साथ या तो फिर कोई फैमिली के साथ या तो फिर सिबलिंग के साथ या तो फिर फ्रेंड के साथ।
So post bariatric surgery, can they again plan for a baby?
They definitely can plan. We don't know yet what's wrong, but if everything is in order, then they can definitely plan.
Welcome to Let's Talk Life, where two doctors sit down to decode the mind, the face, and everything in between for you. I am Dr. Chitra Shukla, a clinical psychologist, and every week on this podcast, we talk about the stories behind the symptoms, the emotions behind the diagnosis, and the science behind healing. और आज के पॉडकास्ट में बात करेंगे मेंटल हेल्थ और फिजिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के पावरफुल कनेक्शन पर। आज हमारे साथ है डॉक्टर रजत गुसानी, डायनामिक लेप्रोस्कोपिक बेरियाट्रिक और मेटाबॉलिक सर्जन वडोदरा से, जिनके पास MS, FMAS, FIAGES डिग्री है और 12 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है। डॉक्टर रजत स्पेशलाइज करते हैं मेटाबॉलिक सर्जरीज में, जहां बीपी और डायबिटीज को सर्जरी से कंट्रोल किया जाता है, शुगर लेवल्स नॉर्मल हो जाते हैं, मेडिसिन कम खानी पड़ती है, हार्ट रिस्क घट जाता है, सब कुछ लेप्रोस्कोपी से। की होल सर्जरी, छोटा स्कार्स, क्विक रिकवरी। चलिए शुरू करते हैं ये बातचीत, मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ और सर्जिकल सोल्यूशन कैसे ओबेसिटी, डायबिटीज को हराते हैं। वेलकम डॉक्टर रजत। आप बताएं, मेटाबॉलिक सर्जरी कैसे गेम चेंजर बनती है और क्या ये एक्चुअल रिस्क है या फिर सिर्फ दिमाग का खेल?
We have to understand first कि obesity is basically a chronic disease.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं है कि आदमी मोटा है और बस अब कुछ नहीं खाता है ज्यादा तो मोटा हो गया। It's an actual disease that is there from ages, but now we've got a lot of weapons to fight it. One of which is metabolic surgery. उसको मेटाबॉलिक सर्जरी इसीलिए बोला जाता है बिकॉज नंबर वन, आई एम नॉट ओनली गोइंग टू ट्रीट योर वेट, आई एम ट्रीटिंग योर बीपी, आई एम ट्रीटिंग योर शुगर, आई एम ट्रीटिंग योर PCOS, आई एम ट्रीटिंग योर स्लीप एपनिया, जो सांस लेने में जो तकलीफ होती है, आई एम ट्रीटिंग ऑल ऑफ दैट अलॉन्ग विथ वेट लॉस। तो एज एंड व्हेन यू लूज योर वेट, ये सब अगर बीमारी आपकी है ऑलरेडी तो उसको उसके होने के चांसेस बहुत कम हो जाते हैं। एंड नंबर टू, इफ यू आर ऑन मेडिसिन्स, आवर एम इज कि एटलीस्ट वी सेंड यू ऑफ मेडिसिन्स और वी डिक्रीज द डोज ऑफ दिस मेडिसिन्स एनी सेंड।
सर, दैट the audience and the viewers would like more to know कि generally laparoscopic surgery कहाँ कहाँ इम्प्लाई होती है, कौन कौन उसके लिए राइट पेशेंट है और उसके एडवर्स इफेक्ट या फिर उसके बेनिफिट्स क्या है?
तो लैप्रोस्कोपी बेसिकली एक मेथड है थ्रू विच हम लोग बहुत सारी सर्जरी कर सकते हैं। वन ऑफ विच इज बेरियाट्रिक और मेटाबॉलिक सर्जरी। You can also do a lot of hernia surgeries are done laparoscopically, a lot of gallbladder surgeries are done, appendix surgery. So basically any surgery जो आपके abdomen में होती है, it can easily be done by laparoscopic or a keyhole surgery. This is where basically हम छोटे 5 मिलीमीटर वाले holes करते हैं, उसी में से हमारे instruments अंदर जाते हैं. We have a person holding the camera. I am the one doing the surgery. He is my eyes, I have my hands, and through which we do whatever surgery is required. There are lots of advantages to this. It is a great modality. It's been in existence since early 90s or even 80s, if I remember correctly. But now with the younger generation coming in, laparoscopy has become very safe. It's become very quick. In certain cases, even faster than a conventional open surgery.
Okay, so if I have to ask you that I have come down to you for a hernia operation, how long is the procedure and when do I walk out of your hospital?
We will never, I will never like to, commend or on a surgeon this thing, oh, he's a very quick surgeon, whatever. Okay. For us, it's ultimately a patient safety that is always matters. If within 2 hours I can give you a much better result, I would rather take those 2 hours. So, but typically a laparoscopic hernia usually 1-1.5 घंटा usually लगता है, जिसमें से इन आउट टाइम आराम सब कुछ हो जाता है. what we do is basically reduce the contents, एक mesh डाल देते हैं, then we close it. You are out of anesthesia probably within half an hour to 1 hour, and if all is well, you're good to go home the same day evening,
Okay.
or if you do have certain pain, the next day morning.
डॉग सच बताइए, लेप्रोस्कोपी और लाइपो दोनों को सेफ सेफ बोलते हैं, फिर भी लोग इतना क्यों घबरा जाते?
So every surgery or every procedure has its own risks. Now the risks of this happening is probably 1 in 10 lakh, 1 in 1 crore, maybe even 1 in 10 crore. Unfortunately, when these things happen, there are certain things that are not in our control.
Okay.
For us, every patient is the same. We do the exact same procedure, obviously with a little bit of tweaks and modifications. But there are certain outcomes that we wish we could have, but then we don't. Everything has its nuances. It's the risk of something going wrong is very rare, but there are ways that we can make it a much safer surgery, which is being practiced throughout every surgical and medical practice.
Okay.
So there's nothing really to be scared about.
Okay.
Yes, there are complications that may be associated with this, but those chances of all of that happening is very, very, very rare. So it's nothing for you to be scared about. I tell all my patients, when this is not a very uncommon question, it's on everyone's mind. I tell them that वो ठंडा पानी है, नाक बंद करके कूद जाओ. You're in the right hands. Everything will take care of.
That's again very good reassuring answer, sir. ये मेरा पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है आपके लिए. ओटी के अंदर रियलिटी और पेशेंट्स के एक्सपेक्टेशंस में सबसे बड़ा गैप होता है. मतलब वो सोचता है और होता कुछ और है. एग्जैक्टली ओटी के अंदर होता क्या है?
Theoretically, we take the patient into the OR. Our anesthetist is there. He or she anesthesia देते हैं. Patient is knocked out. Then we start our surgery. We prep the patient, cleaning, draping, etc. Prep ourselves, and we perform the surgery. Within say half an hour, something, patient is back out, and the patient is shifted out. This is what we tell the patients. Usually, what we do is, for me personally, I'd always like to keep the atmosphere in the OR very chill. There is a lot of talking going on between the anesthetist and myself, between my staff and myself. It helps me when I have little light music running in the background. So when you're doing the surgery, you need to be very calm. You need to be you need your OR people to be on the same page as you. You need your anesthetist to be on the same page as you. So the mood is very light in my OR. Yes, once in a while things do go wrong. Again, you need to be of a very calm and steady mind when these things happen, and then you deal with them. There's nothing that that cannot be managed. But yes, my OT is my temple. It needs to be absolutely under my control and my vibe. So it has to be an absolute chill. It has to be very happy. People should be talking with us, no screaming, shouting.
Agreed. डर ज्यादा कहाँ से लगता है लोगों को? एनेस्थीसिया या सर्जरी या फिर आफ्टर मैथ से?
हमेशा पेन से डर लगता है. एवरीथिंग एल्स इज मैनेजेबल. सो 99 out of every 100 पेशेंट्स उनको सिर्फ दर्द से डर लगता है. ऐसा दर्द नहीं होगा ना, इज देयर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो अ गुड पेन मैनेजमेंट प्रोटोकॉल एटसेट्रा यूजुअली टेक्स केयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग. वी गिव अ वेरी गुड an analgesia to all our patients. Even after that, our anesthetist is always there on board. There are certain times where our anesthetist tries to instill new ideas because they are more well versed with pain as compared to surgeons. Are a little bit crass, little bit crude. We just want to do our surgery and we're out. They are more concerned about the patient, so they give a lot of protocols. कि भाई sir आज हम ये protocol देंगे. This patient is so and so. यहाँ pain killer दे दीजिएगा. She will feel very good.
This is more personal. Even I want to know. Even the viewers want to know. और आम जनता भी बोल सकते हैं, जानना चाहती है from every doctor, since we both are doctors. अगर आपके अपनी फैमिली मेंबर्स में से ये प्रोसीजर करवाना हो, तो क्या आप कॉन्फिडेंट होके उन्हें हाँ कहोगे या फिर थोड़ा टाइम लेके सोचोगे?
I would like to give the example of my mentor, and I would like to give the example of myself. The person whom I learned my surgery from, he had operated his wife. Okay. Very good result. She's absolutely fine. Both of them are doctors, obviously. He obviously is a doctor. The wife is also a doctor, and she's doing very well in her practice as well. मैंने personally I operated my father before I think 6 to 8 months. So I mean there is no better testament to the fact that this surgery a laparoscopy works. My father was up and walking within 4 hours. He was like, "कब मुझे अंदर लेके बाहर गया?" I have no idea. Kudos to the anesthetist. He had very good, pain relief. He was up and walking 6 hours after the surgery, and I think discharged the next.
Any restrictions after the surgery regarding the food and the diet or something?
So after a bariatric surgery, whenever we do a bariatric surgery, हम लोग के पास एक team है.
Yeah.
This team includes that's me, myself. We have a bariatric physician. We have a psychologist. We have a dietitian, and we have a physiotherapist. So all of us come together and we sit and we decide what is the best outcome for the patient.
Okay.
So after the surgery, so we have a certain restriction before, couple of hours, 24 hours also, and after the surgery. There is a diet protocol that the patient has to follow, and this diet protocol, he or she is in touch with our dietitian.
I have few psychological questions from my patients and from genuine reasoning. So let's address those questions also. आप कैसे जज करते हो कि पेशेंट मेंटली रेडी है या बस इम्पल्सिव डिसीजन ले रहा है? कोई रेड फ्लैग्स है इसके?
So हम लोग जब काउंसलिंग करते हैं, मतलब पेशेंट कम्स टू द ओपीडी में हमेशा वेरी रेयरली पेशेंट अकेले आता है.
Okay.
इट इज ऑलवेज ही कम्स और ही और शी कम्स अलोंग आइदर वाइफ के साथ, या तो फिर पूरी फैमिली के साथ, या तो फिर सिबलिंग के साथ, या तो फिर फ्रेंड के साथ. वी मेक इट अ पॉइंट कि जब ये काउंसलिंग होता है तो द एंटायर फैमिली और ए रिस्पॉन्सिबल पर्सन एक्सेट्रा इज प्रेजेंट एंड वी स्पीक टू एवरीवन. ओके, इट्स लाइक अ वेडिंग. शादी हमेशा यू डोंट गेट मैरिड टू देम. शादी परिवार से होती है, बिकॉज जो परिवार है दे विल हैव अ मेजर रोल टू प्ले इन दैट पर्सन्स लाइफ आफ्टर द सर्जरी. क्या खाना, क्या पीना, बेसिक उठना करना, बेटा चलो उठो, एक्सरसाइज करो, ये करो, ऑल ऑफ दैट ही और शी विल रिक्वायर a lot of push during the initial stages. Number 2, अगर वो impulsive decision होता भी है, it is the strongest decision that he or she has ever made. Just to get into that surgery, to make a conscious decision कि मुझे ये surgery करवानी है, I am tired of my weight, that realization for a patient is very important. Okay. So even if he or she is taking that decision on an impulse, it is सालों से वो he is going through that, so that now he's realized कि बहुत हो गया, let's get this done. So that I commend it. It's not something that this thing. Red flag wise, not very major. Most of it the psychologist or the psychiatrist takes care of it, but there are certain contraindications that where you cannot do the surgery, but medical contraindications, nothing that we cannot do.
Okay. So my next question, लोग Instagram level results expect करते हैं, आप उन्हें कैसे समझाते हो कि परफेक्ट नहीं, सेफ और रियलिस्टिक मिलेगा?
सब पेशेंट को ये जानना बहुत जरूरी होता है कि नंबर 1, ये वेट लॉस सर्जरी नहीं है. ओके, इट इज अ मेटाबॉलिक सर्जरी. मेरा टारगेट ये है कि मैं आपका बीपी कम करूँ या मिटा दूँ, आपका शुगर कम करूँ या तो मिटा दूँ, डायबिटीज कम करूँ या मिटा दूँ. वी हैड फीमेल्स जिनको इनफर्टिलिटी होती है, इमीडिएटली आफ्टर द सर्जरी विद इन 12 to 18 months वो लोग प्रेग्नेंट हो जाते हैं. ओबेसिटी ऑल्सो कॉजेज इनफर्टिलिटी, सो यू ट्रीट ओबेसिटी, यू ट्रीट द पेशेंट्स इनफर्टिलिटी एज वेल. उनको पेशेंट्स को ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि माई प्राइमरी टारगेट इज योर बीपी, योर डायबिटीज, योर ओएसए, योर इनफर्टिलिटी, अलॉन्ग विथ विच यू विल लूज वेट. ये कॉस्मेटिक प्रोसीजर नहीं है. Okay, you are going to lose weight from everywhere. I am targeting your health, not your looks. Once he or she are on the same page as me, we can immediately take a decision for them. Even if they want to get it for their looks, we do have a plastic surgeon as well, जिनके साथ हम बात करते हैं. There are patients जिनको bariatric की जरूरत नहीं होती. They have only weight loss. They have only कि मेरे arms मोटे हैं, या फिर मेरे thighs बड़े हैं, या my पेट is this thing. If that is their point, then you can easily refer them to a plastic surgeon जो lipo या फिर whatever techniques they have, surgery करके they can get it.
That's a lovely answered question, sir. सर्जरी के बाद कॉन्फिडेंस कितना जेन्युइनली बढ़ता है और कितना सिर्फ फोटो ऑप के लिए होता है? आपका ऑब्जर्वेशन क्या है?
सर्जरी के बाद दिस इज सी आई देयर इज नो साइंस टू दिस बट दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इन माय ओपीडी. पेशेंट स्माइल मोर. छोटी छोटी चीजें जो पेशेंट पहले नहीं कर पाते हैं. आई गिव एन एग्जांपल. आंटी थे हमारे पास, आए थे, उनको सर्जरी करनी थी. शी वाज आई थिंक 120 kgs. Our psychologist took care of her initially. कि सर वो मेरा आगे रो दिए. मैंने कहा क्यों, क्या हुआ? She could not bend down and tie her shoelaces. उनको नीचे उतर के गाड़ी में बैठना, just her house is on the first floor, नीचे उतर के गाड़ी में बैठना, it took her 1 hour. धीरे धीरे करके stairs etc because they could not afford house with a lift or something like that. Post the surgery, when she was down to I think 75-78 kgs, she could do all of this without anyone's help. So confidence skyrockets. Things that they could not even think of doing before. Walking, running, just tying your shoelaces, looking at yourself in the mirror. Basic things. It goes through the roof. There is nothing better than just looking at yourself and saying that today I look good. This is just something that people have. It is something that you can see on their faces when they walk in.
So simplest of things lies, the happiness lies in the simplest
very
of things.
Socks पहनना. सर मैं socks नहीं पहन पाती. क्यों? क्योंकि मैं नीचे I can't touch. Then suddenly she can do that.
अपने मंदिर में दिया करना.
Exactly. नीचे से कुछ उठाना. नीचे बैठना, पूजा करना. Can't do it.
I agree with that. Going towards social media types of questions. Social media पे सर्जरी रील्स देख के आपको कैसा लगता है? एम्पावर होते हैं या लोग और ज्यादा कंफ्यूज होते हैं?
You have to be very careful of what you're listening to. Social media पे बहुत genuine doctors भी होते हैं who give good information, who give good advice, etc. So अगर आप social media पे किसी को follow करते हो या सुनते हो या whatever, just don't follow it as a letter of the law or as a rule of the thumb, but just go visit your doctor, ask him these questions, and whoever you're following or whatever, just make sure that he or she is a qualified person to give you that information. For example, if I'm sitting with you right now, I am not the right person to talk on depression. I am not the right person कि मैं suicide के बारे में बात करूँ या फिर मैं anything any mental health issues के बारे में बात करूँ. That is not me. That is your domain. I will know the general do's and don'ts of it, but I will not be able to talk about it in detail. You at the same thing sitting with me, you will not know about the nuances of bariatric surgery, the nuances of laparoscopy. Yes, you will know the basics of it. So when you are following someone, just make sure that he or she is qualified enough to give you that information, so you know.
So simply following the trend should not
it should be avoided. So if you have and just make sure that whoever you're visiting, I'm not saying me, but whoever doctor you're visiting, just make sure कि वो आपकी बात सुनते हैं, and whatever questions you have, whatever queries you have, you can ask. There is no doubt that is a कि मैं ये कैसे पूछ सकती हूँ. Anything you want to ask, you can ask.
This is my personal, and I want to know personally, what do you feel about this? सबसे irritating myth क्या है जो लोग WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी या इंस्टा से लिखते हैं?
Bariatric surgery basically का problem is that जिनको अच्छा हो जाता है ना, यूजुअली उनको बताना नहीं होता कि मैंने bariatric surgery करवाई है. ओके. और जिनको अच्छा नहीं होता, there is a lot of hullabaloo around it. कि मुझे तो सर्जरी के बाद ये हो रहा है, वॉमिटिंग हो रही है, इश्यूज हो रहे हैं, etc. अगर 100 लोग हैं जिनमें से 99 को अच्छा हुआ है, no issues, but nobody knows about it. But that 1% जिनको अच्छा नहीं होता, there's a lot of things कि मुझे वॉमिटिंग हो रही है, मुझे ये हो रही है. Everything can be solved. Okay? मुझे दवाइयाँ ज्यादा खानी पड़ती है. No. You need 3 to 6 months of medicines and you're done. या फिर मुझे सर्जरी और बहुत वॉमिटिंग होती है. Absolutely. But there's science to it. How to control it, get it down, etc. So there are lots of myths surrounding it, but this vomiting one is the most common that I've heard.
Common one that you've heard.
कि सर्जरी का वॉमिटिंग बहुत होती है.
ओके, रियलिटी चेक क्वेश्चंस. कितने पेशेंट सिर्फ एक स्पॉट फिक्स करवाना चाहते हैं जबकि एक्चुअली उन्हें लाइफस्टाइल ओवरहॉल की जरूरत होती है?
एवरीवन. आजकल खाना इतना इजीली अवेलेबल है, इट्स ऑन योर फोन. 30 मिनट में घर आ जाता है, 15 मिनट में घर आ जाता है. Stress levels are very high. Heart attacks are getting common at a very younger age. So with all of this, there is definitely a need for a lifestyle overhaul in most of the patients that come. Okay. I'm not saying their food habits are bad, but just overall, very sedentary. घर पे बैठना, ऑफिस पे बैठना, ये करना, कोई movement नहीं. Just taking a lot of stress. ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. So overall, all of these are the reasons why you start becoming obese gradually.
So in short, jack of all but master of none. मतलब
सब कुछ, everything.
Everything. They want everything, but they actually
you sacrifice a lot to get that everything.
Agreed. Moving on, I would also want to know that ये minimal scar वाला promise क्या है? I really have, even I have gone through a laparoscopic surgery myself, and I know it's a blessing in disguise. In small scars, invasions are made, and doesn't leaves any pain or dreading marks. As अगर मैंने कुछ crop top पहन लिया या you're wearing a chanya choli, as we are in the Indian culture and all those things. So like those big insertions नहीं होते हैं, but some doctors are saying it doesn't leaves a mark. Is it true? Could you put more light on this?
It's a very minimal mark. It's probably 3 to 4 mm. So for me, for a 5 mm instrument to go inside, the mark is 3 to 4 mm. So it's a very small mark. These marks usually after 6 to 8 months fade भी हो जाता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो लाइफ टाइम बड़ा रहता है, ऐसा कुछ. No, they fade. It blends with your normal skin until unless you actually tell someone and point it out कि यहाँ पे देखो surgery हुई है, nobody else will even notice.
Okay.
That is a very major advantage of laparoscopy. That being said, we also have SILS now. Basically single incision laparoscopic surgery. Right? जिसमें से no mark. Okay. Laparoscopy में what we do is we put in a 5 mm instrument just above or below your umbilicus, so that that one small mark you'll have. With the SILS, we go through your umbilicus, so it's not even visible. और उस एक या 1.5 centimeter के trocar में से we put in your three instruments and we do your surgery and we come out and then we close your umbilicus.
Okay.
So umbilicus के through अगर जाते हैं तो umbilicus में कोई mark ही नहीं रहता. So it's not visible to the naked eye at all. Okay. It's a new thing that we're trying to do.
What is a trocar and how do you position it?
When we do a laparoscopy, let's थोड़ा technical हो जाता है. When we do a laparoscopy, we put in a 5 mm trocar, which is like it's like a pipe.
Okay.
All right, and we put in that pipe, and that pipe stays in place in your abdomen. Then we can remove our instrument, put in another instrument through that pipe, and put in an instrument, and put another instrument. Okay, so that is a trocar. अगर हमें अंदर की चीजें को देखना है, so we have to inflate your abdomen. So हम लोग उसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस भरते हैं इनसाइड योर एब्डोमेन, तो हम अंदर की चीजें सब कुछ देख पाते हैं.
Okay.
Right? When we put in that, when we inflate it, we use carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide जाके पूरा पेट हमारा फूल जाता है, and then we do our surgery and we bring whatever has to be come out or fix whatever needs to be fixed. After we do that, वो carbon dioxide पूरा हम लोग निकाल देते हैं. Whatever minimal 5-10% is left gets absorbed by the body.
So patients often complain of gas हो जाती है post surgery, which is very normal.
Doesn't happen at all. No.
Okay, so that again
gas is a myth. वो कुछ नहीं होता.
वो कुछ नहीं होता है. So again a misconception and
very
misunderstanding. Yeah. So moving forward, जब आपने बोला गैस भरते हो, so that means your stomach will be blown like a balloon.
Absolutely.
So could you share what exactly you were saying on that?
So basically we have a set pressure and we have a set flow rate through which we regulate कि कितना गैस हम लोग अंदर डालते हैं.
Okay.
That gas is carbon dioxide. And it goes through that pipe. Right? Once we go inside with our instruments and everything, we finish our surgery, we get rid of all that gas. We use carbon dioxide because we do a lot of charring inside हम लोग के इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते हैं, these are energy devices.
Okay.
So we use cauteries. Cauteries is basically we use heat energy or electrical energy. We use ultrasonics. So ultrasonic energy में our blade vibrates at ultrasonic speed, which causes heat and then which causes dissection.
Okay.
So when all this happens, we have to use carbon dioxide because it's inert. It doesn't burst, doesn't burn.
Okay.
So that is what basically we do.
So these are post-surgery reality questions from the patients. क्या इनके माइंड में ये खुराफाते सवाल चल सकते हैं कि नहीं, और do you silently feel that उन लोग के दिमाग में ये सारे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं? सबसे ज्यादा रिग्रेट या रिलीफ कहाँ पे फील होता है? काश पहले करवा लिया होता या काश रिसर्च और किया होता?
Most of the time पहले करवा लिया होता.
Okay.
Most of the time. Dar is it's just it's a mental barrier.
Okay.
Proper tagline डर के आगे जीत है. So it actually is like that. So they're always scared, but once it is done, they're very comfortable. You will have a little bit of pain for the first 2 or 3 hours, which is manageable, and then they're fine. Most of them say, "Sir, तो पहलाच कराइए और." Absolutely.
Absolutely. So it is always suggested that you do not overthink.
Don't overthink. Don't wait for things to worsen.
Worsen it up.
So I tell this to most of my patients कि अगर surgery, if you come earlier, अगर surgery easy है मेरे लिए, then the outcome is better for you. Okay, because chance of things going wrong, chance of me struggling inside. See, the longer the surgery goes, the more common or the more incidence of something going wrong is common. So if everything is spick and span, going according to clockwork, etc., then it becomes very easy. And if it is easy for me, the outcome is better for the patient.
The early interventions are always
better than late surgery.
Better than late surgery.
Anytime.
Said that I had a few patients of mine who had thought about late pregnancy, and then they went through IUF, IVF and all, but it actually they were not successful. But because of those procedures, they bloated like anything. So would you advise the same type of surgeries for them?
So basically, we have to find out what their BMR, their BMI, all of this is. If you have a BMI of more than 35, even 33, surgery you can definitely go for it. Yeah, definitely करवा सकते हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हम लोग कि बहुत मोटा 150 किलो तो ही सर्जरी कर सकते. No. If you're 33 or more BMI, you can go for a surgery.
So post bariatric surgery, can they again plan for a baby?
Yes, if they definitely can plan. We don't know yet what's wrong, but if everything is in order, then they can definitely plan.
That's lovely.
And it's not that they'll gain that weight back.
Okay.
So,
if they stay in a disciplined protocols of suggested by the doctor and the dietitians.
Definitely. But what I usually suggest कि at least जो पहले 12-18 महीने होते हैं तब तक pregnancy मत plan करिए.
Okay.
Once you're down to your basic weight, उसके बाद आप धीरे-धीरे planning चालू कर सकते हैं.
Okay, so that yes, it is the most often, and even I wanted to ask you that after surgery, what is the timeline that one can start working, one can start being intimate, one can start day out and day in the co-curricular activity one is almost doing every day. So monotonous routine में आने के लिए what are the time that you suggest when they should start?
Up and walking 4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
After the surgery.
Okay.
Definitely a little bit of pain here and there, but absolutely walking.
Okay.
Discharged probably the next day or maybe the day after, depending on your pain capacity.
Okay.
घर जाके ऐसा नहीं कि हमें बेड रेस्ट ही करना है.
Okay.
आप घर पे रूटीन, यू कैन गो टू द वॉशरूम, रूटीन काम जो आप कर सकते हो. 3-4 चीजें हम लोग मना करते हैं. नंबर 1, no heavy weight lifting.
Okay.
If you are a housewife, if you are working only at home,
Okay.
गीले कपड़े की बाल्टी जो होती है, गैस का सिलेंडर होता है,
Yes.
don't lift all of that for at least a month and a half. उसके बाद धीरे धीरे you can start your routine activity. Otherwise, जो भी routine activity that you are doing, you can do it within 5 to 7 days, no issue.
Okay.
Absolutely no issues.
So depends on the different work style of people also. If it's
Yes.
he or she is in corporate, they can start after 5-6 days. But
Yes.
if she or he is a dancer or like
Then I would wait for
gymnast,
you at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Then 2 weeks.
So almost like a month or so.
Yes.
Sir, that's the another question that like comes in my mind immediately is that these days there's a lot of trend about Ozempic. A lot of Bollywood actors have been on the trend. I wouldn't want to name them, but I think so. You got the general idea. So, what do you say, or what do you have a say on general public consuming it in form of injectables or in form of pills? Or the idea is, I would let the experts speak about it.
So, before a year or so, we only had 2 treatments available. Maybe before 2 years. जो थोड़ा सा मोटा है या थोड़ा सा ओवरवेट है, आप डाइट कर लीजिए, जिम कर लीजिए, फिजियो कर लीजिए, एक्सेट्रा, धीरे धीरे वजन कम हो जाए. एंड यू हैड सर्जरी फॉर समवन जिनका वेट काफी ज्यादा है. ओके. जो बीच वाले जो पेशेंट होता है जिनको थोड़ा ना यहाँ ना वहाँ, नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर सर्जरी, बट डाइट फिजियो इज नॉट हेल्पिंग दैट मच. इनके लिए these injections and medicines are it's a genuine godsend. Okay. They work. They work wonders. हम लोग हमारे बहुत सारे patients ले रहे हैं. उनके results भी they are very good. What they do is basically they are hormones जो number one आपके स्टमक में खाना थोड़ा ज्यादा लंबा रखता है. Instead of just pushing it ahead, it keeps them there, so you feel full for a very long time. Number 2, even after taking a very small amount of meal, जो satiety, जो fullness आनी चाहिए ना हमें, वो बहुत जल्दी आ जाती है. You have half a roti and आपको ये feeling है कि मैंने 5 रोटी खा ली. So you have that feeling. So what it does is it gives you that feeling very fast. So overall, over a very long period of time, you lose this weight. जो extra weight है. You have these in the form of tablets. You have these in the form of multiple injections that are now readily available. Just to wind up, it has brought obesity to a limelight that previously was, क्या ठीक है, सुखी है, मोटा है. No. Obesity is a pandemic. It's an epidemic. It is present throughout India, throughout the world. पहले it was considered as a disease of the rich. Okay. He's eating, he's happy, he's full, he's fine. You will be surprised to know that obesity numbers are much higher in the lower socioeconomic strata as well. Okay? With their inaccessibility to medicines, to general healthcare, this has put a very major burden. Okay? You have to understand that obesity, along with the disease it brings along with it, it's a very major economic burden on the government as well. Because they're taking these medicines, this, that, etc. So, because of maybe these injections, because of maybe overall, just awareness, obesity awareness is increasing day by day. People are more concerned not only about looks, but also about their health as a whole. And they actively want to get something done for it. So, जो पहले लोग थोड़े वो हो रहे थे ना कि क्या करो इसका, ठीक है. Now they actively seek you out and are coming to the clinic to just, कि सर इसका क्या कर सकते हैं? Give me a solution. So I am very glad that, that this is happening. I'm very glad that, you with your platform, you're bringing this to the limelight. So, it's something that is the need of the hour. It's something that has to be tackled, and it's something that needs to be tackled very aggressively.
Sir, let me shoot you with one last question that takes my mind immediately. What is the age criteria that sits appropriate for laparoscopic surgery? Or said that I would want to know the age criteria for these type of trends also to be followed.
If you're talking laparoscopy as a whole, there is no per se age criteria. You have, you can do laparoscopy. छोटे बच्चे, you have pediatric laparoscopy surgeons as well. You can do that very easily. If the patient is fit enough, अगर बहुत ज़्यादा, he doesn't have a lot of cardiac issues, etc., I don't think age is a barrier. For bariatric surgery per se, my youngest patient was 12. Okay. Being bullied in school, very hefty. Being bullied in school, parents had gotten him consulted with an endocrinologist, dekha sab kuch, everything else was normal, just lot of other issues. He had a slightly traumatic childhood and very, being picked on by colleagues because of his weight and everything. So parents, and he's very depressed and everything. Parents came and said, "Sir, I need you to do something." We operated, he's doing very well. Okay. My eldest patient is 85, I think.
Okay.
She's like, "Sir, I have no children. This is my husband. He's 86. He's come with me. We are dependent only on each other. I don't know how long, he will be able to take care of me. मैं ये उसको क्या बोलता था, वॉकिंग स्टिक मैं वो लेके चल पा रही हूँ अभी. आई नीड टू गेट रिड ऑफ दिस." Of course, with a lot of to and fro and lot of doctors and this, everybody is involved because operating on someone who's 86 is not easy. We got her operated on, and what she wished for came true. She got rid of the walking stick after, I think, a couple of months.
That's an amazing story. So basically, my understanding and the understanding that we can give to others is there is no age criteria. There is only criteria of what one has.
It's very important to understand that it's a disease.
It's a disease.
Deal with it. Don't take it as on face value. इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता. It is a disease. If not now, you have to look at yourself at least 10 years in the future with this disease. So today you're say 100, 105, 110 kgs. Okay, you are 30, 35. Look at yourself when you're 45, 50, when you're 100, 110. You will not be able to, play with your kids. You will not be able to go on your trips. You will not be able to go, you'll not be able to do basic things. Things that आपको 50, 60, 70 years पे होनी चाहिए, वो आपको 40, 45 पे हो जाएगी. So I'm glad that obesity is being talked about. I'm glad that it's being dealt with. I'm glad that people are recognizing it. And, again, early prevention.
Early prevention. So thank you so much, sir, for being here on Let's Talk Life and giving and shedding more light on all these such very sensitive topics. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
डॉक्टर रजत को दिल से शुक्रिया फॉर शेयरिंग योर एक्सपर्टीज, और आप सब लिसनर्स को भी. मैं डॉक्टर चित्रा शुक्ला हूँ और थैंक यू फॉर स्पेंडिंग दिस टाइम विद मी टुडे. अगर आपको ये एपिसोड हेल्पफुल लगा, प्लीज इसे शेयर करो विद समवन हु माइट नीड यू टू हियर दिस मैसेज. आपकी स्टोरी मैटर्स, योर मेंटल हेल्थ मैटर्स, और आई एम ट्रूली ऑनर्ड कि मैं आपके वेलनेस जर्नी का पार्ट बन सकी. आपने टाइम दिया तो अब एक्शन लो. फॉलो करें एंड लाइक करें हमें YouTube पर, Instagram पर फॉर मोर लाइफ चेंजिंग टिप्स. सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि नेक्स्ट एपिसोड मिस ना हो. थैंक यू.